Alright, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to get your drawing ready to print out and to actually print it out. And this time we're going to print it to a PDF. So what that basically means, instead of generating a piece of paper with the drawing on it, we're going to generate an electronic file that's easy to share, and it's exactly the same thing as having a printout. So if you can generate this PDF and send that to me and attach that to the assignment, then I'm confident that you could also print this drawing out onto a piece of paper, because the process and procedures are exactly the same. So here I've got the exercise P3-1 completed. I've completed my top view, my front view, and my right side view, and I have everything lined up appropriately. I've assigned all my line types correctly, and this drawing is ready to print. So the first thing I want to do is make a decision on what size piece of paper I need this to be on. So I know this part is 4 inches long. Then we've got a space here, and then this is 2 inches, so that's already 7 or 8 inches. So I think we're really pushing the boundaries of our A-size sheet. An A-size sheet is 8.5 inches high by 11 inches wide, and you're going to basically lose 2 inches of that to the title block border. So you got an effective drawing area of about 6.5 by 9. And so I think we'd really be getting crowded with this drawing on an A-size sheet, but it will fit really nice on a B-size sheet. So I'm going to elect to put this on the B-size sheet. And when I go to the B-size sheet, you may or may not even see the part inside your viewport window. Now you need to have a viewport window, and we need to set this up correctly. So we want to set this to a particular scale. So what we should do, what I like to do, is double click inside the viewport window somewhere. And I want you to be able to notice the difference between paper space and model space. Right now we're in paper space. There's a couple of indicators. Down here in our status bar, it says paper. We also see this triangular shape icon. And I'm going to double click inside the viewport window and watch things change. So now we've got the viewport window is a really bold line. The user coordinate system icon has changed from the triangular shape, and our status bar says model. So we're actually in model space now, looking at it from the layout tab. So what I should do at this point, or what I like to do, is I like to double click my mouse wheel. So just push the little button, the wheel itself that you use to zoom in and out. If you'll double click it twice, that's a zoom extents. Okay, and so that brings everything into the drawing into this window. And the next thing I like to do is to, in the status bar, the viewport scale, I'm going to select on that, and I'm going to be sure and select 1:1. And so that zooms that out to 1:1. And once I get that set correctly, I'm going to double click outside into the area, or I could pick on the word model here, either one. So I can double click inside or outside to switch back and forth between paper and model space, or I can select on the word paper and model. Things that I want to make sure before I print is that the viewport scale is set to 1:1. That's correct. I want to make sure that I have completed my name in my title block. So double click the text, add your name, make sure you have the drawing number, B3-1. If you have a title, you can give it a title, and I need to make sure that you have the scale set. So those are the things that I'm really going to grade you on. This particular problem doesn't have a title, but sometimes you might see a description that says block or angle block or something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put the date in there too, 2013. And I'm going to put a title on here of angle block. Things that you must have. You must have your name. You must have the drawing number. You must have the scale. Those are the things I'm going to grade on. One of the things that I want, if you do happen to put the date in, make sure that you've got enough room that you can actually read the date. So the 13 is kind of getting close to that line. So what I might want to do is just move the date text down just a little bit so that it fits nicely in the block. This drawing is now ready to print. I'm going to go to my page, my print manager. We should have the DWG to PDF set up. There's another video that shows you how to set that page up and fix your title blocks, so make sure you watch that. We're going to print our layout. Our scale is going to be 1:1. We can preview, and everything looks good. So I'm going to hit the printer icon, and now AutoCAD's going to ask me, where would you like to save this PDF file? So I'm going to save it in my folder where I store all this work, And I'm going to call this, I'd like for you to get in the habit of using your name and maybe an underscore 3-1. And so you may not see it, but my software actually opened up the PDF file to show me that it worked correctly. So, this is the file that I want you to attach to the assignment that I want to grade. So this proves to me that you could actually print this drawing out onto paper, because the only difference is instead of selecting the DWG to PDF, you actually select a printer. So if you have any questions, give me a call.